All right. It is time for Days of Future F.O.C. A once a month Wednesday night show where I sit there and I go over my comicshop.com's list of pre orders. A lot of these are scheduled to come out in like October, and I need to have like my stuff in before September or like the beginning of September, some stuff. So it just kind of depends. They don't always have all the covers that are up either. That's another thing. But it's just an F.O.C. style show that I think goes a little further than the normal. Maybe not much further, but a little further than the normal. So let's go ahead. Let's get started. I also, I'm going to go ahead and put the link to the show in the chat. And that way, if someone would like to join me to talk about these books, you're welcome to join me. It's kind of just an open show. Just have fun talking about books. Same kind of stuff as always, really. So, with all that being said, let's go ahead and get started. I've actually got a list this time, kind of like stay focused, because I don't feel like that's what I was missing last time. Was I needed a list to actually stay focused. And are y'all? Oh, you don't see that pop out. That's okay. Let's see. Where are we going to start at? We're going to start with, I think, Boom Studios. They got some stuff. They've got some stuff we can talk about. So let's go to Boom. Boom. Boom Entertainment is what it is. Search. All right, here we go. Most of what I saw from Boom was nothing really grabbed me. They had some cool covers, but outside of that, nothing really got me. There's a Berserker hardcover. I know there's lots of fans of Berserker out there. So there's a Berserker hardcover that's out there that's coming up. Looks like you need to have your order in by November, and it'll be shipped in early December. So if you're a Berserker fan, you like hardcovers, there's something to look forward to. The Creeping Below, I don't know anything about that. That's on issue 4. The Expanse, I felt like that was like a movie or something. Grimm, I haven't heard anybody talk about Grimm in the longest time. So I kind of wonder, like, is Grimm even a thing anymore? Do people even like that? I feel like some indies do that. Like, Something's Killing the Children was like hot and heavy there when it first came out. And then, like, as it's going on, like, nobody's really talked about it anymore. Hello Darkness, I think this is an anthology series. And this is the one right here, Hello Halloween. It's got some of the same writers as Hello Darkness. That's why I kind of wonder if they're, one and the same. R.L. Stein with some other various artists. Carol, I can't read that from here. Burrell. Let's see. Trick or treat yourself to a fresh batch of nightmares. Dare you turn the page? The hit anthology series returns with another chilling installment of bone-rattling horror. Terrifying new tales arrive just in time to haunt your seasonal reading list, featuring top-tier talent and a can't-miss brand-new Graveyard Club story from horror master R.L. Stein. By the way, top 10 talent. Say that 5 times fast. 5 times fast. Top 10 talent. Top 10 talent. Don't know that I can do it. I don't know that I can. There we go. Richard's in the house. What's going on, Richard? Thanks for coming out. What is this? 2 shows in 1 week? I know. This is like a once a month show for me, though. This is a once a month. So I know it's Wednesday. I know it's a whole different show. Phil Ailing in the house. What's going on, Phil? Thanks for coming out. Appreciate you. We're going over the F.O.Cs that I have. This is not stuff that I'm necessarily picking up, but just stuff that was interesting to me, and stuff that's coming out that I feel like this is. I don't know. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I mean I'm having to pick books that are like 2 months out. So like this Hello Halloween that I'm just talking about right here. This won't ship until October, but I gotta get my order in if I'm gonna get it before September 7th. So like I don't know, it seems odd. It's just way far out. When I watch other FOC shows, I don't feel like they're this far out. Up and Adam in the house. What's going on, man? Thanks for coming out. Appreciate you. All right. So let's see. Hello Halloween. There's lots of different covers, but yo, this Jenny Frizen right here. This is a good one. I like this one. Look at that. If ever there was a Halloween cover to get, Jenny Frizen right here is the one to get. Let me remove myself. I'm just saying, that's a cool cover. That's a cool cover. So I should have just done that next time. Michael Baker in the house. What's going on, man? Thanks for coming out. Hello Darkness has been great. Looking forward to another, not to anything done along those lines. Hello Halloween, right? Yeah, that's I am assuming that's the sequel or like another branch of that Hello Darkness. So Bryant in the house. Hello everyone. Is that Richard from the podcast? It is not Richard from the podcast. It is not. It's a different Richard. Sexy Frizen, yeah. Frizen has been killing the covers for Hello Darkness since the beginning. Nice, nice. I saw, like, it's crazy the covers that, or the artists that some of these companies get for some of their projects. We're going to be talking about some here later for Dynamite, where they got Perillo. Like, I know Perillo's been on the Thundercats, but dadgummit, like, there's another property. I'm like, what is he doing on that? How'd they get him on that? Let's see. The Killer Affairs of the Stale 2. I guess it's a sequel. They're on issue 5 of that. What was the other book? Okay, so there is... Got Labyrinth, Last Day, H.P. Lovecraft, Last Witch. Nothing else really caught my attention from Boom, except for something is... Well, no, I take that back. I didn't know what this was, but they had a bunch of variants for it, and I'm assuming that's like each Power Ranger. And they did these zombie covers there for a bit, so I kind of wonder if that's why they're hiding them, then maybe they're going to be like Halloween style covers, but I guess we'll find out as it gets closer. There was a Something Is Killing the Children book. Here it is, right here. Something is killing the children. A monster walks into a bar. From reading this, it seems like this was once a type of like series where, or not series, but like this, you get pieces of this story in other books, and other Something is Killing the Children books. And so anyways, let me read this to you real quick. A must-read companion to the award-winning Something is Killing the Children series, collected in full for the first time, originally serialized across 6 parts in acclaimed anthology horror series. Hello Darkness, the thrilling one-shot gathers to the complete story in the one epic release. Erica Slaughter moves from town to town, hunting monsters that haunt the night. So yeah, I maybe it was in Hello Darkness that this was in, but it was all in pieces, and so now you actually get it all in one book. I think that's pretty cool. They did that with Negan in his like origin story. That was all in pieces in the Image magazine, and then they eventually did it as a one piece type deal. So Something is Killing the Children fans, I can see them enjoying that. Let's see. Lovecraft got my attention. Check it out. I'll have to then. Maybe I'll have to. I need to see if it's on Hoopla. But that's really it from Boom. Is there anything else that's got y'all's attention? War, VR Troopers. Was this like a show back in the day? Was VR Troopers a show? I can't remember. But I feel like if it was a show, like it looks very familiar to like some TV show or something. VR Troopers. Was this like an old, like... What was this? Oh, well, based on the Smash TV show, that kind of... That does it right there. Let me move him out of the way. Let me get out of the way. Yeah, based on the Smash TV show. Let's see, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Ninja Rangers flip book. Yeah, I'm just I don't know anything about VR Troopers. Pretty sure VR Troopers was a show. That's what I was thinking too. Dear Jim in the house, my fellow Iron Brethren. What is going on, homie? Thanks for coming out. Appreciate you. So yeah, I'm kind of surprised that Dynamite didn't get that because they've been all about the nostalgia and getting those nostalgia books. Let's move over to Dark Horse now and see what's going on over there. Books that are coming out. Oh, we didn't talk about dates, by the way. We didn't talk about dates at all for this. For the Something Has Killed in Children. Looks like that needs to be in by August 31st, so the end of the month, and it won't come out until about October 8th. So you got some time. You got some time to hopefully find it and grab it if that's what you're looking for. Dark Horse. There it is. Apologize that y'all don't see that pop-up that's coming in, but it's there. I promise. Let's see. Otaku Mike in the house. What is going on, Mike? Thank you for coming out. Appreciate you. I need to do better about announcing this on my Monday show. It was Japanese show. Yeah, and I think it was over here in the States as well. And I think it was like around that time of Power Rangers. And Power Rangers was like, that was mostly a Japanese show as well. Like when they're in their suits or whatever, like that was filmed across. And then as the characters were not in their suits, like that stuff was filmed here. It's kind of crazy, like all the stuff they did for that. Let's see. Dark Horse had 2 books that I was that caught my eye. I'm not necessarily grabbing them, but one of them actually I'm gonna grab, but the other one I just know has a following. So, is there anything else though, as I'm scrolling through here, like from Dark Horse, that anybody else is interested in? This Assassin's Apprentice, that kind of made me chuckle. I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. Christmas 365 trade paperback of that. There's tons of trade paperbacks coming out, by the way, y'all. Like tons of them. Creepy Presents Alex Toth. That's another trade paperback that's coming out. Devil on My Shoulder, number 1. So there's a starting off. Who's the team on that? Kyle Starks. I cannot read the name on that. Peter something. Let's do this. I'm gonna change this around. Actually, I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna move this here. I'm gonna move this up here. I'm gonna blow this up. Oh, I think this is gonna work out a lot better for y'all, for me, for everybody. Let's see. Taco Mike says the Speed Racer comic wasn't terrible. Nice to know. Speaking of Speed Racer, oh, can I reach it? I don't know that I can reach it. Hold on. Which you may be saying this, Mike, because you know that I got this for $1 like a month or so ago. But here is Speed Racer number 2, the second appearance of Speed Racer, from what I understand, in American comics, for $1. $1. Oh. If I had the room, I probably would have gone ahead and got the rest of it. Not. There we go. Time for a vision test. No. So, no. Don't you do that to me, Jim. I had all the stuff that I was trying to read on a TV that's like, I don't know, 5 feet away from me. And it was not working out good. Not working out good, y'all. I didn't know you got that. I did. Let's see. You need to announce this on your Monday show. I'm still thinking this is your Monday show. I can't handle 2 Mondays. But it's me 2 Mondays. Come on now. That's got to make it better, right? Maybe it does make it worse. I don't know. I'm digging all the Herculoids and Space Ghost books. That's a Dynamite book right there. We're gonna get into some Dynamite here soon. I think is Herculoids Dynamite as well. Devil on My Shoulders, Dungeons and Dragons, Eerie, FML, H.P. Lovecraft. There's another H.P. Lovecraft. There, Baker. Is that one that you're looking at as well? It's a manga, so maybe not on that. He-Man. I'm kind of surprised that Dark Horse has He-Man now. He-Man is like He-Man is it gets around. I'm just letting you know they're kind of slutty. Like they just kind of go from comic book company to comic book company. Here it is, Hellboy. Yes, Hellboy and the BPRD, the Ghost Ships of Labrador. I like this cover a lot right here. I think it's really cool. I don't know who did this artwork. I can read it now. But it's Lee Loridge. Loridge. No, that's C. What is it then? Lawrence Campbell. There we go. I like this cover a lot. It's really cool. It's a 2-issue series. A town overrun by ghosts would be enough of a problem, but Hellboy has an even bigger problem on his hands when fellow BPRD agent disappears amongst the paranormal chaos. So, yeah. 2-issue. That's what I really like about Hellboy stuff is that, like, a lot of the times you're just getting, like, 2 issues. You just get 2 issues, and that's the story, and you're done. There is a B cover right here as well. I don't like it. I don't know. That's kind of cool too. I like all the stuff in the back. All the sailors and stuff in the back. That's pretty cool. Abe Sapien. I like the dog. I still like the other one better. But yeah, I'll be getting that. $3.24 because now Hellboy is regularly priced a $5 book. Got to get this order in by October 5th, and it ships November 12th. Dad burn Matthew. Which I agree, and Monday night announcement would have had all of us better prepared. I apologize. I know. I need to do better. Anything with Lovecraft is interesting. The man was either a horror genius or a deeply disturbed man. That's good. That's awesome. I guess. Let's see. I think. Oh, this was it too. Lone Wolf. I know Lone Wolf has a nice following. Here's a deluxe edition hardcover that's coming out. Looks like orders need to be in by September, at least on mycomicshop.com. And this will ship out December 9th. So you get a hefty little discount as well. The regular price is $55 with the discount price being $38. So under $40 for that if you're a Lone Wolf and Cub fan. What does this collect? This collects... Let's see. Full stamping, oversized 7x10 format, ribbon bookmark collects Lone Wolf and Cub, volumes 1, 2, and stories from volume 3. So it's not complete, but it's a good start. What else? Masters of the Universe, I'm telling you. Minor Threats. Nemesis Forever. Nocturnals. Yeah. Nothing else really caught my eye with Dark Horse. I usually just look for Hellboy. Oh, this was written by Kevin Smith. Quick Stops, Volume 3, Cover A. What is this? What is this, issue 4? Yeah, it's issue 4. Looks like we got Jay and Silent Bob on the cover. Heather Jones, Trish the Dish Jones. Nah, okay. So yeah, if anybody, we got some more Jay and Silent Bob stuff, looks like. Or at least from Kevin Smith. Is he getting back in comics? Is that what he's doing? Richard, dang, on this Wednesday show, I'm still overjoyed. I think everybody's 0 for whatever on this. Come on now. Come on now. That is funny though. Anybody sticking out? Resident Alien, RoboWolf, Star Wars, Hyperspace Stories, Codebreaker, Hyperspace Stories, Tides of Terror, Tales of the Nightlands, Hyperspace Stories, The Bad Batch, Ghost Agents, Trade Paperback, The Young Jedi Inventors. Dag gummit. Oh, here's something. Tex Arcanium. This is a book that Otaku Mike's been reading, or he picked up because he's from Texas. So I'm sure he'll be doing reviews on that if he hasn't done one already. Maybe he will. I don't know. He's cutting back on his reviews though too. But yeah, there's something. There you go, Mike. Let's go into issue 4, unless they Robert Kirkman us, and then cut it. And then there's a cool Last of Us Part 1 and 2. This is the scripts and hardcover. And this is from the actual game. Let's see. Let's read it real quick. An ornately designed volume featuring the award-winning scripts behind the Last of Us games, written by Neil Druckmann and Haley Gross, join Joel and Ellie from the very beginning of their unforgettable journey. Blah, 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 blah. And it talks a lot more. But yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Texas Arcanum. It was cool. Nice. Are you going to stick it out to issue 4, though? That's the question. Is it 4 issues cool? Michael Baker says, yes, I've been reading Texas Arcanum 2, a good magic book. Oh, I didn't realize it was magic. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. All right. Let's move on. Kind of doing an alphabetical order thing here, so let's go ahead and let's do DC Comics. I think they're next up. Now there's a ton of crap coming out from DC, like a ton. So, but as far as stuff that I have marked, I really don't have that much marked. We got Absolute Batman still trucking along, issue 13, bunch of covers that we cannot see. Looks like there's an Art Germ foil. This comes out October 8th. Also, I wanted to point out there's an annual right here, and this got a Daniel Warren Johnson cover. So I know he's a big, like, people like him a good bit. So, yeah, there we go. It's probably better. Daniel Warren Johnson on the Batman, Absolute Batman 1 annual. There he is. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. Like I said, that comes out October 29th. And let's see. Kenneth Bird is in the house. What's going on, Kenneth? Thanks for coming out. Appreciate you. Talking Mike. Maybe we will see. Nice. Let's see. What else we got? We got Talking Mike. It's Thick Batman. Yes, Thick Batman, right? Daniel Warren Johnson may be the best thing going in comics right now. So sad he's leaving Transformers after issue 24. Wow, I did not realize he was leaving after 24. That's crazy. That's crazy. Bananas. This Absolute Evil caught my eye. This looks like we're getting a bunch of villains. I haven't been reading Absolute Batman or any of the Absolute stuff, so y'all let me know if any of these villains have already shown up or whatever. But the synopsis they've got here is it's the 1-year anniversary of the Absolute universe, and its villains stand united without heroes, without protection, without restraint. There's only absolute evil. The emergence of superheroes has caught the attention of the world, and it's certainly caught the attention of the people who run it. Ra's al Ghul, Veronica Cale, Eleanor Thawne, Hector Hammond, and the mysterious Joker have worked at cross purposes until now. But this growing threat requires new ways of thinking and new partnerships. So yeah, it looks like kind of a weird villain book. This comes out October 1st. Order for this on my comic shop is September 7th. This is a $6 for cover A and $7 for the variants after that. So let's see. Michael Baker says, but Robert Kirkman is taking over on Transformers. So, no, that's a good one. Yeah. Yeah. Having him write it, that's pretty good. Daniel Warren Johnson's drawing is really cool. And I think it fits. I think it fits certain things really well. Transformers, surprisingly, to me, like I would not have picked Daniel Warren Johnson for Transformers, but it does fit really good for him. I think more of like G.I. Joe and Batman, just kind of like that rough, dirty kind of storytelling. I feel like his artwork works good for that, and so that's cool though. With Dan Moore on the art, Dan Moore has been killing it. He has been killing it. Talking Mike says Absolute Evil is a one shot. I think it's going to introduce Absolute Green Era. Oh, cool. Okay, that's interesting. I did not see that it was a one shot. One big unmissable twist is what it does say at the very end. With several shocking new characters revealed is what it says right here. Can I highlight that? I think I can highlight that. Not like that though. That's stupid. Oh, again, stupid. There we go. Can y'all see that? Yeah. Several new characters reveals. Cool. I like it better that's one shot. Let's see. Absolute Evil. Absolute Flash. Like I said, more trades are coming out. You got a hardcover for Absolute Flash that's coming out. This is going to feature issues 1 through 6. Ship date is the 23rd of December. So right there at Christmas is when it should be coming out. You need to get your orders in by September 28th. It's a $25 book normally, about $18. And this is, like I said, this is hardcover. The trade is an $18 book, or around $13 with the discount through my comic shop. December 23rd. Absolute Green Lantern. Let's see. Stop when you get to Detective Comics, please. I'm interested. Yes, absolutely. We will definitely stop there. And if I don't, we'll go back. Absolute Green Lantern is also getting its trade in hardcover right here. Again, 1 through 6 of Absolutely Green Lantern. Same price marks as Absolute Flash. This is actually coming out, though, December 9th. So, and it needs to be ordered by September 14th. That's a cool Absolute Superman cover right there. That's pretty cool. Chris Anka. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Derek Chew on this Absolute Wonder Woman with her Kaiju Buster sword. That's a cool one, though. That's a pretty cool one. I like that. That's not bad. What else? Action Comics. There's a facsimile for first official Supergirl. And of course, they got the foil as well. Adventures of Superman, Book of L. Aquaman's killing it with Jeremy Adams. There's a trade paperback of the first arc of that. 1 through 8, by the way, on that trade. Normal price is $20. $14 for the sale price. December 9th is when it comes out. Batgirl. That's a nice cover. Hey, here's another one of those character covers. That was on the top 10 there for a bit. So be on the lookout, I guess, for that if you like that kind of stuff. It looks like this is the B cover. So I don't anticipate that making the top 10 because it's not a ratio. Looks like the Batman volume is ending soon. We're going to finish out with Hush. I'm definitely getting these Gabriel Delano connecting covers for that. I need to catch up on my reading on that is what I need to do. 22. You got to read Absolute Superman. I intend on it. The way that people have talked about it is very intriguing to me. Superman being vulnerable is always intriguing to me. And so, yes, I intend on reading that. And now with all these hard, these trades coming out and stuff like that, they should be showing up on Hoopla. And I like to rent the trades on Hoopla because I get more bang for my free buck. So, I hope Cloud Strife is getting royalties for all these characters running around with his jumbo sword. Right? That's funny. Let's see. Lots of variants for Batman. And then we've got the new Batman. Here we go. Batman issue 2. That's coming out as well. Matt Fraction, Jorge Jimenez. Cool covers on that. Is anybody going to go for this next Batman? Because like I'm honestly just like I think I'm out of it. I think after Hush 2, I think I'm done with Batman for a bit. So this looks like issue 12, the can't miss final issue of Wade and Samnee's smash hit story. So I guess they're gonna be getting a new creative team for the Batman and Robin year 1, or is that just done because it's been 12 issues? I guess it's done because there's the hardcover as well and the trade that come out 2 months after. So this comes out in October. Issue 12 comes out in October, and then the hardcover and the trade come out December 16th. So Michael Baker says they need to let Batman take a break and focus solely on Absolute Batman. We were talking about that on the podcast the other day of like should these publishing companies like do kind of what indie books do, where they like have so many issues to tell a story. They tell that story, and then it's like, oh, that's done. And like I know you can't do that with like, but you can't just like you can't treat Batman like Twig, where like you're 5 issues and you're done with Batman. Like, don't get me wrong, but should they start doing more of these like smaller, like almost like maxi runs, and being like, here's a story, it's with Batman, and then that's it. And then just give Batman a break for a bit, and then like do a Superman or a Wonder Woman or whatever else the case is, and like maybe bring them all together for like a big crossover event or something like that afterwards. I don't know. I feel like indies are doing really good, and maybe it is the subject matter, but like you could still almost like the comic book movies, you could do this genre type stuff in the comic books as well, where like make Detective Comics an actual detective book, like make it a noir or something like that, and then it just be Batman, and then tell your story and you're done. Like why not do that? Brian LCS in the house. What's going on, Brian? Thanks for coming out. Y'all be sure to check out the Comic Book Community Awards YouTube channel. This Friday, the finalists will be announced, and you won't want to miss that. So be sure to check that out. Bookmark it and be ready for it this Friday night. I believe it's 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Absolute Batman and Wonder Woman are going to have a crossover soon. Nice. All right. Let's roll back through here. I'm honestly kind of like, I haven't heard much anything as far as like crossovers with any of these Absolute things, but I also haven't been keeping up with it either. So I just figured people would get excited about it and say something. Giant size special of Batman, still doing that. Jeez and Pete's. There's so many Batman books. It's just like, what are we doing? Batman and Superman. Like, at least they got the name right. Batman and Superman. Or Batman Superman. Like, Batman should definitely be first. Just saying. I was hoping to see if there's any kind of like celebrity covers, because usually there'll be some on that Batman and Superman. Birds of Prey doing stuff. It's supposed to happen with issue 15, I believe. 15 of Absolute Batman? That's pretty cool. Alright. Stop me if any of y'all are getting any of these things, by the way. That Catwoman's kind of cool. Where it's like a little kid. That's kind of cool. It's different. Derek Chew, Frank Cho. Those are some good ones. Dan Moore, Pumpkin Spice. We'll look at the Poison Ivy one later on. I'm wondering if these are going to be like front and back covers, because I kind of get that impression with the Poison Ivy one. Okay, here's one. DCKO. I think this is their big, yeah. DC's major 2025 event is here. Scott Snyder and Javier Fernandez welcome you to the slugfest of the century. The heart of Apocalypse has transformed Earth into a hellscape in preparation for the return of Darkseid. The end of the DC universe is here. The Justice League's only chance is to defeat Darkseid is to enter a deadly tournament. Sounds like Mortal Kombat. An epic and over-the-top battle royale with that will surprise you. The world's greatest heroes fight to become the champion to enter the ring against Darkseid, but there's a catch. The closer you get to the heart of Apocalypse, the more it corrupts you, changes you into something dangerous. Which DC character has what it takes to make it to the end? Who is willing to do what it takes to win it all, even if it means taking down their own friends and family? You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. I'm thinking Superman is not going to make it to the end of this. I could be wrong. That would be the most interesting thing because he's incorruptible, right? But does Superman make it to the end of this? There's some really cool covers on this. Scott Snyder, I mean, that's definitely a good pick. He does a lot of he seems to be doing a good bit of their crossover stuff. But like, how do you not do Daniel Warren Johnson for this? Here's a Daniel Warren Johnson cover, by the way. And I feel like he's done better work. But this is a pretty cool one. Like, especially with to do a power bomb. Like, that was all about wrestling. Well, I mean, it was more than just wrestling, but like story wise. But like, I don't know. I kind of feel like they should have gone with him to do this story, but maybe they would felt like it would have been too close to do a power bomb. But yeah, DCKO starts up October 8th. That's going to be the first when it releases. September 14th is when you got to have your stuff in, at least on my comic shop. Looks like cover A is a $6 book, and so far, so are the variants as well. They've all been $6, it looks like, and there's a bunch. Mark Spears is getting his work in there as well. What do y'all think of this Darkseid here? You aren't feeling the Daniel Warren Johnson one? I think once I realized that it was like Darkseid that Superman was slamming down, I felt a little bit better about it, but still. We all know Roman Reigns is going to win. That's funny. Interesting story. May check out KO. Yeah, I think it could be interesting. I don't know that I necessarily like that it seems like a I don't know, an end of the world story. Like, this kind of feels like it should have been an Elseworld, but it hadn't even started yet. Like, how can I really judge it? I can judge this Mark Spears. I don't know that I like this. I don't know that I like this at all. This box right here, this needs to be gone. There's no reason for this to be down here. Like, and he looks like an action figure. He doesn't look like a card. Like, he just kind of looks like a picture of an action figure. This one, shout out to Bottom Tier Collector. There's a Lobo one right there. I don't know. Who's this other guy? I don't know who this is. I'm not a wrestling guy. Is that a wrestler? Someone please educate me. That Darkseid look AI made. Yeah, it kind of does. It kind of does. Here's a cool wraparound cover that's foil as well. Let's see. Can I make this big? Oh, this is bananas here. I know it's blurry as all get out, but that's crazy. It's got everybody fighting against everybody. Lobo sucks. Oh, it is Aquaman. Yeah, I can see that. That makes sense. Let's see. Because there was something on his belt. So I could maybe that is what it is. Let's see. Is this Aquaman? Let's look at his crotch. I don't know. We got little tassels right here. That does not look like the Aquaman symbol. But I would not be surprised if it wasn't. Or if it was. Justice for Dexstar. Who's Dexstar? Alright, let's see. DC versus Vampires. What was next on my list? I want to make sure I don't... wait a second. We're supposed to do... we got to look at Detective Comics. Looks like somebody's trying to do some Mark Spears with the neons there. That's a cool one. I almost thought that was Delato work right there. David Parator? Partor? Lobo kicked Dexstar the cat. Oh, poor cat. Let's see. Nope, not Aquaman. That's Hangman Adam Page. Hangman Adam Page. Is he related to Diamond Dallas Page? That's how old I am. Diamond Dallas is my guy. All right, hey, Detective Comics. Baker, where are you at, bro? Because we're here. We're at Detective Comics now. Let's see. And this is issue 1102. This comes out October 22nd. That's a good date. $5 price tag on the A cover, and it goes up $1 for the variants. It says Batman teams up with Mr. Terrific, probably the summer's biggest hero, not Superman. A mysterious weaponized virus has infected the Dark Knight, and he does not know how long he has left before it takes control of his body and mind. Desperate for answers and unsure how long he has to get them, Batman turns to one of the most brilliant minds in the DC universe, Mr. Terrific. The courage that kills continues in this can't miss issue. How many covers for Detective? Well, this won't sell all of them. I won't know about ratios or anything like that, but we'll count what we do have here. He's a wrestler from AEW. I don't know if he's related to DP. All right, cool. Detective Comics. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. This is Stephanie Hans. Looks like we've got 4. A through D. Stephanie Hans is the D cover, and there's not a picture for that. We've got a Detective Comics facsimile for issue number 40, The Origin of Clayface. Interesting timing for that. So yeah, it looks like 4 covers for that Detective Comics. At least on here. There's probably more if I had to guess. Or there could be more. Fire and Ice, The Flash, Dan Mora cover. Here's another Spears. Here we go. Here's another Spears. This kind of reminds me of the 90s Flash. Like the TV show. Y'all know what I'm talking about? I saw they had that on Blu-ray the other day, and I was like, oh, I kind of got excited. What's next? What's next on my list of DC stuff? Oh, I know the next one. All right. But yeah, Mark Waid, Mark Spears, Flash card cover. Gotham Academy, Green Arrow, Green Lantern. Green Lantern's been good. I need to catch up, but Green Lantern has been good. Jeremy Adams writes it. Oh, pardon me. Let's see. Okay, how many open order covers? So 4. Yeah. Very 90s Flash. That's what I was thinking. Green Lantern Dark. I think Mike has been reading that. Green Lantern Dark as well. Doing reviews on that. Harley Quinn. This will not be the last time we see Harley Quinn this evening. She's kind of getting around as well. Another one for bottom tier, Hitman by Garth Ennis. The hardcover volume 2 is coming out December 2nd. Is the ship date on that, with September 7th being the order date. Cover price $125 with a sell price of $87.50 through my comic shop. Joker Harley Malicious Intent. That was another one. This is the sequel to the Joker Harley Criminal Sanity, which I kind of thought was like odd. I don't know that we've really seen many of the what is it called Black Label books like get sequels. I think Batman the White Knight is one of probably the more popular ones. But was that even a Black Label? Um, so yeah, I kind of find it odd. And like, are they gonna stick with that whole like big magazine style like size book as well? I don't know. They got Jay Anacleto, doing a cover. That's interesting. Outside of that, none of these other ones look good to me or are people that I know. And there's a foil one as well. That's weird. The regular price on this book is $7. $7 for those. Let's see. Otaku Mike says that Green Lantern Dark is an interesting read. Nice. Nice. I think that's it as far as DC that really caught my eye. We'll just kind of scroll through and see if there's anything else that maybe I missed. Crypto, The Last Dog of Krypton. I know Mike's been reading that. That's a cool cover. I like that one. Crypto. Limited Collector's Edition House of Mystery Facsimile Edition number 23. Enter the House of Mystery. Ooh. Mad Magazine. Mr. Terrific Year 1. Still going on. Issue 6. Nightwing. I know people would like. Oh, here we go. Poison Ivy. Here's a pumpkin spice one. Like, I just wonder, is this going to be a wraparound cover? Because it's a Zerty like cover. It's only showing half her body. And it's called Pumpkin Spice. Or Pumpkin Spicy. So I don't know. I don't know. October 1st is the ship date on that. $5 book. Red Hood. Red Hood, Secret Six, Supergirl Crypto. That's a pretty cool one. I like that with all the colors and stuff in the back. Another foil, a Dan Mora foil. Did he do any of these other ones? No. Okay. So it's just a random. Man, they're proud of their foils. $8. Ugh. $8 for a foil. Come on. Superman Action Comics Superstar. Red and Blue 2025 special. Michael Walsh cardstock. Michael Walsh is a pretty good artist and writer. Don't know how I feel about that cover, but there it is. Anything else? Oh, here's another Mark Spears, but like this doesn't. It says Mark Spears card, so I can only assume that it's gonna have the border around it as well. This is Superman Unlimited number 6, by the way. I like the way he did Spears. I like the way he did Lex's face, and then of course, like the suit, I think is just like very fitting for Mark Spears colors. Like I know that's the old timey suit, but like I think that was kind of a tee it up for him on that one. Titans, lots more trades. Trinity, daughter of Wonder Woman. David Nakayama, Wonder Woman. This is Nakayama? That doesn't look like Nakayama. I know it's got his like initials there, but I'm just letting you know. If his name wasn't there in the side, ain't no way I'd have thought that was a Nakayama. That is just like the colors are just too dark. You know what I mean? Like I would not have guessed Nakayama on that. Here's a Paul Dini, Alex Ross hardcover Wonder Woman Spirit of Truth. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That caught my eye. All right, let's move on to Dynamite. Where are we at time-wise? Oh my goodness, I've almost been on for an hour. I've got to hurry up. Let's see. This was it. Blue Falcon and Dynamite. Okay, I don't know anything about Blue Falcon and Dynamite, like at all. However, you've got Lucio Perillo on cover A for Blue Falcon and Dynamite. Really? Really? That's bananas to me. Lucio Perillo, Blue Falcon and Dynamite. Come on. That's crazy. I think it's crazy. You got a medal that you can get. It's $100 for the face market value, with a $65 price tag if you get it with the discount through my comic shop. Let's see. Villains, DC or Disney villains, Maleficent. Got an issue 1 coming for that. DuckTales is up to issue 9. Fire and Ice, and a different Fire and Ice. Gargoyles, Demona, it's made it to issue 5. Oh, here we go. Harley Quinn x Elvira. You got Amanda Connor cover right here for that. The one that I like though, I think is actually, I like this one. I think that's a pretty fun one for Elvira and Harley Quinn. And I think it's a Mark Spears one. Yeah, it's this one right here. Like, that looks straight up like Elvira right there on that cover. I'm just saying. So, Harley looks a little messed up, but he won me over with Elvira. Let's see. Digger Jim says, that was a funny cartoon in my old days. I never watched. I didn't even know that was a thing, which I'm not surprised Dynamite has a cartoon based, like, comic book, because that's what they seem to be doing. More Spears covers. Let's see. This was the Spears one is $5. That's across the board. Even the A cover is $5 for this Elvira and Harley. You can get the foil at $10, $6.50 with the discount, and then they're gonna have a foil Virgin as well. Here's the limited version for the Amanda Connor for cover price, $5, $3.24 for the. That's not bad. That's pretty good for a version variant. October 9th or 8th is the ship date on that. Here's Herculoids. Old Digger Jim was talking about Herculoids here a minute ago. Herculoids right here, issue number 9, October 22nd. Francisco Mattina on Herculoids. Like, what? And I don't mean to like down Herculoids. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. It shocks me. It shocks me some of these cover artists that go for this stuff. Maybe it hits their nostalgia as well. Silverhawk still going strong. It looks like on issue 10. Sonya Reborn, issue 3 there. This is probably the most laziest cosplay cover I think I've ever seen in my life. What is this? What it like she's just like, I'm done. I'm tired. I'm not doing the shoot anymore. I don't know what you want from me, and I've had enough of it. So here. This is it. It's like, what? What? What are we doing? And that's a cosplay one. I got the Lincer Herculoids last issue. Nice. Nice. Space Ghost, Francisco Mattina in issue 4. I like this one. I like the throwback. Michael Cho. I like that. That's a fun one. If I could play it, I would. If I could play it, I would. I would. I promise. Trash. Oh, Bjorn Berend for issue 4 as well. That's bananas to me. Stitch. I like the pumpkin. Pardon me. I like the pumpkin head. Supernatural. Here's one right here. Supernatural. Not one. Clayton Crane. Clayton Crane on. Maybe he's a Clayton Crane fan, or maybe Clayton Crane is a Supernatural fan. But like Clayton Crane on Supernatural right here. Supernatural #1. I love the Michael Cho covers. Yeah, Michael Cho does a good job. I like his stuff. He does good work. Let's see, what was that up there? Yeah. The old yes. That's fantastic. Even with the corner box, like I love how they did that as well. Which I guess that's just their normal corner box, but it's very fitting for the time. But yeah, Supernatural, Clayton Crane. The one that I looked at though, that I think if that was going to have any kind of staying power is this photo variant right here. Photo covers usually do really good. I think Supernatural has one of those cult followings that people just really really like this show, and I could see this photo one doing really well, especially like if these guys start showing up at cons and stuff like that. You can have both of them sign it. It's what they're known for. That to me is like the book. If I was going to get one, that would be the one that I got. Clayton Crane's going to have a foil of his as well in a Virgin variant. This book comes out October 1st, or ships October 1st. And yeah, cover A price tag is $5. And it looks like that's across the board until you get into like the foils and the metals and all that jazz, or the virgins. Oh, there's the photo virgin right there. $50. Terminator Metal, #1 for all the Terminator fans out there. Let's see. If it doesn't have baby on the cover, it doesn't count. That's funny. Let's see. Bob Layton. Terminator. Look at that. Look at that. If anybody can draw somebody that's in iron, it's Bob Layton. I got a Bob Layton foil. What else we got? That's a cool one. I like that one. That's a metal cover though. That's a book. How is Thundercat still going? I don't know. And especially these covers. What is this? What is this? Mannix. I can't with these covers. I can't. Drew Moss action figure variant. I was getting those action figure covers. Man, did they look like trash. They were horrible. And then we've even got spinoffs. Thundercats Lost. Thundercats Pamira. That's it. It's got to be it. Pamira. Man. Yes. No. Vampirella, Archives, Armageddon. Lots of it. See, this is how you do a cosplay cover right here. This is a cosplay cover. I don't know what that was with somebody just sitting off to the side. At least she's trying to pose. Lucio Perillo on Vampirella as well. That's pretty bananas looking cover. Okay, I don't even. This is not. I don't know what this is. That's not a cosplay. I don't know what that is. Blind bag. We got a blind bag, y'all. What is this blind bag? Let's see. Featuring intuitively intriguing covers from Lucio Perillo, Derek Chu, Joseph Michael Linsner, Alyssa. I'm not even gonna try that one. Cosplay Rachel Holland. But what do you get in the blind bag? That is porn. Yeah, it looks like it's trying to be. Yeah, it's yeah. No, no. All right, let's see what else we can crank out. We got Dynamite. We got Dark Horse. Boom. I'm just going in order. Why do I have to do all this? H I. I's next. I's I think are next. IDW. IDW. Search. 30 Days of Night, Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, Rite of Spring. Has anybody been reading the Beneath the Trees? Because I have not. The first one was pretty good. I liked it, but it was definitely like a trade read for me. So, but this is going to issue 4. I wish they'd kept with these storybook covers because I really like those. I would have been more tempted to buy these if they had the storybooks. This is November 5th when issue 4 looks like it ships out. Event Horizon, Frankenstein Alive, the complete collection trade paperback. I don't know anything about that. Lots more Godzilla because we don't have enough Godzilla in our life. There is shout out to Circumstances and Michael Beckerman and Swagda and Bobby Delgado. Oh, the KC crew, because you got Godzilla versus America, Kansas City coming out October 29th. Got 2 covers, it looks like, right here, an A and a B. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. $8. So I almost went for the Boston one because I'm a Boston Celtics fan. But I don't know that I could pay $8 for that. But I'm gonna let you know right now, if there was Godzilla versus America, freaking Birmingham, Alabama, I would so pay $8 for that. Oh man, that would be a book to read too. What would we do if Godzilla came to town? Return to Sleepy Hollow, Sonic the Hedgehog. No ratio covers, doesn't look like, at least available on here. Oh, here's another one. Star Trek Red Shirts. Yes, cover. This is the A cover for 4. Look at this cover here, y'all. Check this out. That's a cover. Star Trek Red Shirts has been killing it on these covers, y'all. I'm just letting you know. They have been killing it. I love them. Love them. Digger Jim says, I'm a big Godzilla fan, but it has gone nuts. I agree. I totally agree. Too much. Too much. But man, I love that. I love that Red Shirts cover. That's cool. I can't wait to hear the FOMO squad talking about that. More Star Trek. I think that was it. Actually, no, it's not. We got to get into there's Street Sharks, issue 2, November 5th. Is the ship date on that. Looks like there are 3 covers on that. I know Bottom Tier is doing a complete buy on that. Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is actually based off of the movie and the animated TV show that came out on Paramount Plus. So you've got, looks like an A, a B, and then a retailer incentive right here. So that's pretty cool. I may pick one of these up for my son. He seems to like those turtles. A cover price though of $5. Dadgummit, help these kids out. Help them get in the comic books. You ain't doing them a favor at $5 freaking. Dadgummit. October 15th, if you're interested in this book. It's pretty cool. I'm probably gonna get on it. Shout out to Otaku Mike. He's been telling me about Jason Aaron leaving TMNT, the regular title, on the 12th issue, and the 12th issue is coming out in October on the 8th. It looks like it ships out then. So I don't know about the new creative team. I think I'm going to give up after Jason Aaron. I was already playing, when IDW quit the last run, I was planning on giving up, and then I saw Jason Aaron on it, and I was like, well, I can't give up now. I can't, because Jason Aaron's from Alabama, and I have to support him. And so I did. But now I'm like, okay, I think this is going to be it for me. I think I'm going to get this cover right here. I like that cover. I need Donnie back looking strong, y'all. I'm just saying because us John Boy Myers. That's probably why I like it. But I need Donnie back looking strong. I'm tired of this emaciated Donatello. It's a little too much for me. A little too much. Mike says, I'm worried for TMNT going forward. I am too. I am too. Like, why? And I was watching another YouTuber talk about, like, why on earth would you get rid of this team? Like, everybody's been giving TMNT praise for their books and stuff, and like all the grittiness that they've done with it, and now you're like, hey, no more for you. It's like, what are you doing? Just just give us the TMNT we want. Like, is it making you money? Then just keep doing that. Why would you do something different? That doesn't make any sense. I've heard worries for the Shredder series as well, even though that's a pretty fire cover right there. That issue 3. I like that. I like that a lot. There's so much TMNT. TMNT is like, they're doing it like Batman. Winning the Willows. Look at this trade paperback right here. With illustrations is what it says. That seems to be pretty cool. I remember that. I remember going and seeing a play of this. I remember watching like the claymation movie back in the day. That brought back some memories seeing that. This was weird here. Valiant Beyond, all new Harbinger, like all the big things for Valiant are now IDW is doing some of them. Did Valiant go out of business? Did they sell off the rights? Like, what is going on here? What did I miss for Valiant? Valiant Beyond, Bloodshot. Here's issue 3 of that. We got one more. No, we got 2 more. Tales of the Shadow Man, which I don't remember hearing anything about Shadow Man. That's issue 3. But I've always known about Exo Man of War. Issue 2 of that. Like, did Valiant sell their properties off? Did they like license them out? I don't know. It's a little weird. I feel like I missed something. Let's go through Image Comics real quick. 68 Compendiums coming out. It's trade paperback, by the way. With a retail price of $60, a sale price of $42. Let's see. Astounding Wolfman Compendium trade paperback, volume 1. And it looks like this collects issues 1 through 25 of the Astounding Wolfman, as well as Invincible number 57. Retail price of $40. Sale price of $28. Let's see. Oh, Baker Image. Here we go. Yeah, there's so much Spawn. There's so much Spawn. I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Bug Wars. Here we go. This has gotten a lot of praise from a lot of people in the community. This is collecting issues 1 through 6 of Bug Wars. This is a trade. This comes out October 8th. Retail price of $17 with a sale price around $12. So if you've been interested in Bug Wars, then that's coming out soon in trade. Creep Show doing its thing. Dark Room. Deadly Tales of the Gunslinger gets to issue 12. $4 price tag for the retail and $2.59 for the discounted. Let's see. Lots of covers for Deadly Tales. Death to Somebody. Department of Truth. We got issue 34 of that. And then we got Trade for volume 6 coming out. Drawing Blood, which I didn't realize till today was written by Kevin Eastman, or co-written by Kevin Eastman. Here's a Kevin Eastman cover for it as well. It's kind of interesting. It's at issue 11. 8 Billion Genies. They got a trade coming out for 8 Billion Genies. I remember this was really popular here, I don't know, a bit ago. I feel like a year ago. It collects all 8 issues. Did we never get a trade for 8 Billion Genies? I feel like we did. This says direct market exclusive. This also has the Ryan Brown cover, but both of them are Ryan Brown covers. Retail price of $25, close to $18 for the discounted price. Expect this around October 8th. So yeah, if you're 8 million genies and if we haven't gotten a trade, then looks like we're getting one. Everything Dead and Dying. Exquisite Corpses. I've heard good things about this. Art by Michael Walsh. This has got the Art Michael Walsh cover right here. There's also another polybag with a collectible card coming as well. So lots of more Exquisite Corpse, and this is issue 6. It'll come out October 22nd or sometime around there. Falling in Love on the Pathway to Hell, Farmhands, Feral, Fish Flies trade paperback. Geiger. Here's a Jim Lee Geiger, by the way. I don't think this is his first one. I think he did another one here recently. But yeah, Jim Lee on Geiger. Jim Lee, Scott Williams, Brad, and what? Yeah, that's a big bug thing. I've not read Geiger. More Geiger. Ghost Pepper. Mike has been talking about Ghost Pepper as well. G.I. Joe. I know that's a fan favorite there. Larry Hama on it. We got a compendium. Trade paperback book 2 for G.I. Joe, Real American Hero. $65 retail on that. $45 sale. Gunslinger Spawn. Matina cover. There we go. See, Matina belongs on something like Gunslinger. That's where, like, Matina belongs. And it's just because it's that dark, really gritty stuff. He did 2? Oh, this is 47 and 49. That's what it was. We're missing 48. Where's 48 at? Haunt, the complete collections, comes out October 15th. Retail of $50, sale for $35. Hyde Street gets to issue 11. I Hate Fairyland gets to 45. Ice Cream Man doing its thing at 45, 46. Battle Beast, Invincible Universe Battle Beast trade paperback, Volume 1, comes out November 12th, or somewhere around in there. We also get a Ryan Otley cover as well. Retail price is $17, about $12 with the sale price. King Spawn makes it to issue 50. We get a Todd McFarlane on the A cover there. Puppeteer Lee, connecting cover. Scotty Young. That one I'd be interested to see. That Scotty Young I'd be interested to see. Knights vs. Samurai. Did anybody read this? Because I'm very interested in Knights vs. Samurai. Matina has always been a great Spawn artist. Glad Todd kept him. Yeah. Matina is... He is like made for Spawn. Lucky Devils. Hellboy. Here we go. Hellboy. The Hellboy and Hell Artist Edition. Hardcover book 2. I will not be getting that. Those have $150 retail prices with $105 on the sale. So, yeah. Silence of the Lambs homage with this No Man's Land number 2. Comes out October 22nd. Spies Like Us homage right there for issue 2 as well. Paper Girls, for all you Paper Girl fans out there. This says it's the backpack edition. $13 retail. It's getting too expensive to read. You ain't wrong, bruh. You ain't wrong. I'm telling you. I've had to cut a lot of my stuff. Had to. Phantom Road. I think that was really it as far as the. Oh, here's some Spawn Rat City. 2 issues of those. Red Coat still kicking it. Got a wraparound cover right here. Let's look at this. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, that's a pretty cool cover. All the memories and the flag. Interesting. Interesting. Rockefellers. Rogue Sun. Rook Exodus is back. That was another one. Rook Exodus is back with issue 7. New story arc here for the series. $4 retail price. $2.59 for the sale. October 8th is when this comes back out. So it looks like we're getting there's a connecting cover, as well as an A and a B. And I would not be surprised if there's more. But yeah, Rook Exodus is coming back. Saga goes back and forth as per usual. Sam and Twitch case files. Get several issues there. 18, no 19. It's not showing a 19. I'm sure there is a 19. I'm just saying, like, why are they not showing it? 20, Savage Dragon, the all Eric Larson Savage Dragon, because he does writing, art, and cover. So that's a lot. That's a lot. Skinbreaker makes the issue 2. Robert Kirkman, David Finch. That's a pretty solid lineup there. Sleep. There's Spawn. Francisco Matina is back on Spawn. That's a fire cover there. That's a nice cover there. King Spawn 50 is going to have a 1 in 250 and a 1 in 1,000 sketch cover by McFarlane, both signed by Todd McFarlane. Todd has said he will never sign these books again. Wow. Wow. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's crazy that he's not going to sign them again. Like, it's crazy, but it's cool all at the same time. Raymond Gay is $369. Danny Earls, another Raymond Gay for $371. Thaddeus Rubik. Spawn Black Ritual, the Book of Nyx, issue 7. See, I'm just saying, Bloodletter. There's a bunch of Spawn books. Good lord, Spawn the Dark Ages #1. Let's see. The 1 in 1,000 is being listed on eBay already for $2,250 to $2,400. That's bananas. That is freaking bananas, y'all. Spawn Scorched. Another Martino right there. That kind of looks like Spider-Man. Creepshow Special. Transformers, Robert Kirkman, Dan Mora, there you go. David Nakayama, new arc. So here you go. Yeah, I guess this is when it's going to start. The Robert Kirkman, Dan Mora start a new era with an oversized anniversary issue. So that's issue number 25. Ship date is around October 8th. Cover price, retail price of $5. With a sale price of $3.24. But they do have this Daniel Warren Johnson cover right here of Optimus Prime going savage, it looks like, on Soundwave. So, yeah. Ripping it out. There's also a foil, which is like $5 as well. That's nice. You can pick the foil up for the same price. There's a foil die-cut mask for the regular price. That's cool. I like that. I like that. Universal Monsters Dracula Black and White Special number 1. I did not like Universal Monsters Dracula. That was not my book. That was not my book at all. Spawn Dark Age is on my pull list. Nice. Nice. It's the best time in history to be a Spawn fan, Spawn reader, the Spawn universe. Yeah, it's here. It is here in full. Universal Monsters, The Invisible Man. They have dropped the ball on these Universal Monsters. Completely dropped the ball. It's ridiculous. Viking Moon. That seemed interesting, honestly, to me. Void Rivals. World Tree is back. Oh, no, that's a volume 3. Walking Dead Deluxe doing its thing. I'll pick up more of those because I gotta catch them all, I guess. Wally Wood's EC Stories Expanded Edition Artist Edition hardcover direct market exclusive. Anyways, Wally Wood, he was popular there for a bit. People were wanting to get some of his artwork. Here's some of his EC stuff that's being reprinted. Retail price of $195 with a sale price at $136.50. So it looks like there's an estimated ship date of February 4th. And you got to get your order in by September 21st on my comic shop. Richard says Viking Moon. No, Biker says Viking Moon. I think that's Vikings versus werewolves. Yes. Yeah, and that seems badass to me. But they still can't make a Spawn movie. I know. It's yeah. You just gotta rub it in there, don't you, Richard? Just gotta rub it on in there. All right. Yep. More Drawing Blood and Ice Cream Man. All right. Let's see. We've done pretty much everybody except for Marvel. And honestly, Marvel really don't have nothing. They've got a lot of nothing. 1776, number 1 is coming out. This is November 12th. Revolutionary warriors assemble. Calamity strikes when a mysterious force dares to tamper with the sacred threads of history. Captain America and his formidable squad of Marvel heroes leap into action. Their mission to safeguard the founding of the United States of America. The fate of the nation hangs in the balance at the dawn of the revolution, as these valiant heroes must navigate the treacherous waters of the past to ensure the future that remains untarnished. Meh. There's a David Nakayama foil. Retail price is $10, which that just seems like a lot. This, I think, that's an homage to like a Spidey cover with Obama on the front, isn't it? And it looks like there's a wraparound cover of that as well. I'm not. I can't do that. I can't do that. Because Todd can't let someone else write the script. He wants to do it, but I don't know about that. Hey, we got a Spawn movie already. Tiger Mike. Always looking at the bright side there. Looks like Aliens versus Captain America in the month of November as well. November 15th, or November 5th is when that comes out. All new Spider-Gwen book coming out. Let's see. Issue 2 comes out September 24th or roundabouts. Looks like we're getting an homage right here of a Spider-Man cover. Todd McFarlane Spider-Man cover, if I remember right. Or is that Eric Larson Spider-Man? I can't remember. I just know it's an homage. That's all I got, y'all. That's all I got. Amazing Spider-Man. Lieber Mayhew has been doing some cool work on those covers. We got Muppet covers coming as well, which is kind of like, yay, Muppet covers. Zeb Wells Omnibus. I know people are going to be flocking for that. Not really. I know they're not. But this this features a collecting Amazing Spider-Man 1 through 26, Dark Web number 1, Dark Web Finale number 1, Free Comic Book Day 2022, Spider-Man Venom number 1, Amazing Spider-Man Annual from 2023 number 1, Fallen Friend number 1, retail $100, sale price $70. I got a trade. And then here starts the whole, like, 10 years later. What's the name of this thing called? Oh, Age of Revelation, I believe is what it's called. There's like 13 tie ins to this freaking thing that's going to come up. And I don't know why Marvel is putting any kind of anything into this. Like, I don't think this is going to do well at all. But this is the first tie-in right here. Amazing X-Men. This is a $5 book. Retail. Jed McKay writing it. Don't get me wrong. I love Jed McKay, but I can't do it. I can't do it. More Muppet covers. I'm just telling you, like, Marvel just does not have much of nothing. Binary, another part of that Age of Revelations storyline that's going down. That's happening 10 years in the future. Get a David Nakayama cover of that. Adam Hughes on Black Cat number 3, A cover. What else? Captain America. Get to issue 4 on that. Maybe it'll last past 10 issues this time. Civil War facsimiles, which, what are we doing? Cloak or Dagger, number 1. That's another X years later, Age of Revelations tie-in, I believe. But Marvel has Spider-Boy and that stupid shark character. Oh, we'll talk about them too. I have heard good things about this Daredevil Cold Day in Hell. It's getting a hardcover edition. $22 retail, $15.40 for the sale price. So that's pretty cool. Some Deadpool trades coming out. Deadpool and Wolverine making it to issue 10. And will that be their last one? Who knows? Death of Silver Surfer making it to number 5. That's a pretty cool cover. Looks like there's going to be a Marvel zombie variant for it as well. Eddie Brock Carnage making it to number 9. Pardon me. David Nakayama, Emma Frost, White Queen, number 5. Excalibur's getting an omnibus for volume 4. Fantastic Four facsimiles. Humberto Ramos, number 4 for Fantastic Four. Scotty Young, connecting cover, part 5. What else? Anything cool? I don't like. Look at all the Fantastic Four. And who asked for this? Fantastic Four Gargoyles, number 1. Who asked for this book? Why is this needed? Like, I'm confused. This comes out October 15th with a retail price of $6. $10 if you want the foil. Like, come on. Poor Silver Surfer. They kill him every year. That's funny. Me. I asked for. Did you really ask for Fantastic Four Gargoyles? Come on now. I asked for it. Sorry, I was drunk. Oh, y'all gotta quit. Then y'all get my guy Gabriel Delato on cover 1 as well. And I'm like, I'm not doing it though. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna buy it. Godzilla destroys the Marvel Universe. We get to issue 4 of that. We get a nice Wolverine Godzilla max up there. Hawkeye, My Life is a Weapon, trade paperback number 1. I feel like that's already come out though, but it's Hawkeye 1 through 11 of Young Avengers Presents number 6. This is that like Hawkeye, Kate Bishop style story. I think a lot of like season 1 was based off of Hawkeye. Season 1 was based off of that story there. Imperial, I think that's another crossover, but it's more of like a cosmic crossover. And I think that Imperial War, Imperial Guardians, that's part of it. As well as some other books later on, we'll see. Because this one here is part of that X years later Age of Revelation, Iron and Frost. This is a Iron Man, Emma Frost book. Freaking Tony has got the X gene and stuff ensues. I'm only getting it because I'm a completist apparently, and if I'm getting it for $250, that's probably the lowest that I'm going to get it for a while, unless I find it in a dollar bin somewhere. So might as well just go ahead and order it and get it near mint and be done with it. Jeff the Land Shark, see, you talked him up, Richard. Jeff the Land Shark doing things at issue 5. And he looks like he's got all the way. He's got like A to D on covers. So not running out of that. Laura Kinney gets a new name. Laura Kinney Sabretooth, #1, another X years later Age of Revelations book. Several color long shots, X years later. Marvel Knights. There's a Punisher Marvel Knights that's coming out. That's pretty cool. Apparently, he got introduced into the other one, and so they're giving him his story now, is what it sounds like. One of the other pillars of Marvel Knights enters the fray with the Punisher. How did Frank get from the killer of killers you know to the man you met in World to Come? Marvel Knights co-founder Jimmy and artist extraordinaire Dan treat you to one of the most savage comics ever. Marvel Rivals Infinity gets a trade paperback, while we get Marvel Rivals King in Black #1 as well. Marvel Zombies Red Band #2 coming out. Here is a Marvel DC Spider-Boy facsimile. We've made it, y'all. Spider-Boy facsimiles. Marvel Black, White, and Blood and Guts, because the title's not long enough yet. We'll eventually add Piss and Vinegar in there as well. Micronauts getting a epic collection. Yay, Spider-Boy! Miles Morales still on the scene doing his thing in issue 39. Moon Knight, Fist of Khonshu. Yeah, there's literally, like, there is nothing enticing me. This Nova Centurion, I'm pretty positive that's part of that Imperial War as well. That's November 19th that comes out. There's a Frank Miller variant. It's a C cover. Be on the lookout for that. Omega Kids, that's part of that X years later. I'm telling you, there's 13 books for that. And we're still doing One World Under Doom. Like, this has got to be the last issue, right? One World Under Doom, #8. That's a pretty cool Dino Doom cover, though. October 15th on that. Planet She-Hulk, that's part of that Imperial storyline, I believe. There's a Jenny Frison one. That's pretty nice. Predator, Black, White, and Blood, #4. There's an homage to the Weapon X Wolverine cover. October 22nd for this Predator Kills the Marvel Universe #3. So we got Predator Kills the Marvel Universe and Predator Black, White, and Blood going on at the same time. Punisher Red Band. Shouldn't they all be Red Band? All Punisher books? Do we even have to say that? It's a Punisher book. Shouldn't it automatically be a Red Band? Return to Planet Hulk. Are y'all seeing anything? My goodness, does Marvel have any creativity? That's what I'm saying. Do y'all see anything? Nothing. They have all of this, and there's nothing. Secret Wars Battle World Omnibus Volume 3. $125 retail price tag. Come on. Sinister 6, #1. Like, a Sinister Heist. This is next year's later. I don't even think I counted this. This is an X years later book. Like, nope. They're putting everything, it looks like, into this freaking X-Men crossover event, and like, ain't nobody gonna buy into that. Undead Iron Fist kind of looked fun. I saw that. We're getting there. We're getting there. I saw that. Here's a Spider Boy Volume 4. We're talking about a different one earlier. It's collecting Spider Boy 17 through 20. Kid Pool Spider Boy number 1. Spider Girl doing her thing at issue 5. Like, if it wasn't Marvel, I would not be going through this. Spider-Man 94, issue 2. Wolverine. Spider-Man Noir is getting another number 1. There's a David Mack cover right there. That could be a cool cover. October 1st. That could be a cool one. Eric Larson cover. Spirits of Violence. Another number 1 coming out. Let's see. Johnny Blaze, Danny Ketch, Robbie Reyes, Kushla, and Phantasma, Helverine, and more. Ghost Riders unite when a strange group of new villains set their sinister plan in motion. Ghost Riders, past, present, and future, must combine to forces to save the world. But just who is the spirit of violence, and what horrors do they bring from Johnny Blaze's and Danny Ketch's past? Forget everything you thought you knew about Ghost Rider. The most climactic ride in history starts here. October 1st. Cover A, $5 retail. There's a Peach Momoko. Age of Godzilla versus X-Men kills the universe reborn. Star Wars eats your heart out. Lots of Star Wars in here. It looks like there is a first appearance in this one right here. Star Wars Jedi Knights number 8. The most unusual issue yet. Meet Suna Ta, a young girl who is strong with the Force, who's in great danger, kidnapped by a group of pirates. This unique story is told through Suna's own eyes, allowing you to experience the Force through the eyes of a youngling. Guest starring fan favorite Jedi Yabba Dabba Doo. The reason I think this is because it says meet Sunyata. So I'm assuming that we haven't met her until this issue here, but I could be wrong. And it could just lead to nothing. $4 retail price on that. Several covers, it looks like. There's a Dan Jurgens homage as well. And then there's a movie variant. But I don't really get down with the Star Wars movie variants as much. Black, white, and red for Boba Fett. Miguel Mercado on that Boba Fett. That could be a good one. That could be a good one. I'm telling you, there's nothing. Strange Tales number 1. Looks like it's a Scarlet Witch story. Actually, it looks like it's Nico from Runaways. Still not interesting enough for me. Last Wolverine, another story part of that X years later. The Last Wolverine. Undead Iron Fist, issue 2. Dance with the Devil, the race to Rand Tower continues as Danny Rand encounters one of his oldest allies, Daredevil. But is he here to help Danny on his mission or stand in his way? Danny's time is running out fast. So it looks like Danny and Daredevil may be facing off. Thor, Ultimate Black Panther, Ultimate Spider-Man, issue number 22, The Last Will and Testament of Redacted. So, will somebody die? Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion, number 5. Ultimate Wolverine 10, X-Men 20. Ultimate 17. Unbreakable X-Men, another X years later. That's not a Wolverine. That's funny. Yeah, most of this is just more X years later stuff, y'all. It's just, come October, that's all they're going to be focused on, it seems like, is X years later. And that's, maybe that'll be good for my freaking pocketbook is what it boils down to. Here's some another picture of the Undead Iron Fist. This looks like the cover A right here. Undeadpool. Because, Undeadpool. Venom Black and White and Blood, number 3. Venom cover I, Greg Capullo variant, number 250. Interesting. The Return of Null. That could be a big one. Venom and Mary Jane Watson are stuck with each other, and life isn't letting up. But at least things can't get worse, can they? While the hits keep coming on Earth, the cult of the void gathers in the depths of space, and only one Skrull soldier knows their terrible secret. Null has returned, and nowhere in the galaxy is safe. Join us as Venom celebrates its Legacy 250th issue. White Tiger Reborn, number 1. That sees Ava Ayala coming back as White Tiger, which I feel like they're late on that. They should have came out with that during Daredevil. World of Revelation, that's part of that X Years and all the other jazz. I don't think X-Men is, but X-Men Age of Revelation Overture. Yeah, it's just Book of Revelation, X-Men. Nothing. Road to Onslaught gets an omnibus. X-Men The Undertow. That looks like it's a normal X-Men book. Actually, that's a trade. Is that a trade? It says collecting fun favorite X-Men from the Ashes 19 through 25 for the first time in print. That's kind of cool. X-Vengers, another X years later. And finally, X-Dun. Dunt. So, yeah. That's it. That's all I can do. Hope you got informed with this. Hope you enjoyed it. I had fun talking to y'all in the chat, cutting up and whatnot like that. Hopefully you can find some good, interesting things to read. Let me know if there's anything that I missed, please, especially in the comments down below. I'd appreciate it. Thank y'all for coming and hanging out. And I was supposed to be going on the Immortal Biggie Shack's channel Friday to do a cover battle with TM Nerdy, but he's having like really bad internet issues, and he's come out and said that he's not going to be able to do it Friday. So I don't know if I'm still going on there or not. I need to hit up Biggie and see like if somebody else wants to come in, or if they just want to reschedule the match altogether, or what the deal is. But it was like a cover battle thing. So, I don't know. Regardless, go check out. I'm sure Biggie will still be doing a live. So, go over there and check out Biggie Shack, the Immortal Biggie Shack, and check out that cover battle. It's pretty fun looking to watch. So, go show him some love. And if nothing else, then I'll have a video out on Friday. This pre-recorded. Y'all can go watch that. And then, of course, Monday, I'll be back with Keep Calm Collect. I've been working on OBS, and so I think I'm getting close to having that to where I like it and want it for now. And so that maybe I can have my clips coming in, and really just got to be able to work on the comments, because I still want to be able to see and show y'all the comments that are coming through. So, that's the news. If I wake up tomorrow and it's Tuesday, and no, it's not Groundhog Day. I'm going to blame me. I'm not waking up and it being Tuesday. That's ridiculous. I'm not going through another Tuesday. Monday and Tuesday that was a lot for me this week. That was a lot for me this week. I need to keep on keeping on. All right, y'all have a great rest of the week. Thanks for hanging out. As always, y'all have a good one.